Look, I found the crew again. They're back. We're gonna head over to Fantasyland. We're going back to, we're finding out we thought there'd be so much to do for Walt Disney Day, or Throwback Day, or whatever, 1955 Day, whatever you want to call it. We were naming off rides, but everything to do mostly is in Fantasyland or Main Street, because there wasn't much to do. I mean, we did the one thing you could do in Frontierland, and that's go to Golden Horseshoe and ride the Mark Twain. But there's nothing left here that was in Frontierland. The Mule Pack ride, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So all the stuff that we could still do is on Main Street or Fantasyland. So that's where we're heading. We're going back to Fantasyland. I'm trying to break it up for you a little bit. We're going to take a ride on Storybook Land, which, as we discussed earlier this week, still qualifies because technically the attraction was open, but it wasn't as constituted as it is today. But I feel like we're going to give it a pass. Besides, it would look fantastic, I think, in 360. I just love that birthday hat. People are wearing that birthday hat, Sarah. The one that looks like a birthday cake.
What I don't like?
Yeah.
I think it's grown on me the more I see it.
Well, the cheese factor, maybe.
But I also think it grows on me because it's like, it's your birthday. You know what?
Right, yeah.
Wear whatever you want.
Own it. Own it.
You got cake on your head. Who cares?
I want cake on my head, but like real cake.
Like, if I really think about it, I'm just a hater and I just need to shut up. And you
Is that what's happening? We're just being haters?
You can have cake on your head all you want.
What's that?
When whoever you're with is like cheerful about it, they're like, I don't know, what do you guys want to do?
I know, right? Just being here is enough.
Right, and everyone's like, I don't know.
Yep. That's what I was a couple weeks ago. We were on the Mark Twain, and there was a dude on the island, just standing there against one of the rails, eating some chips, watching the boats go by. I'm like, that's all you need.
Living his best life.
That is all you need.
Living his best life.
Yep. Who needs e-tickets? Raise your hand if you need e-tickets.
Our Uber driver also knew about
capacity and absorbing people out of walkways.
Yeah.
They're important from a logistics perspective.
There you go.
That's why I wish there was a third ride in Galaxy's Edge. Not because because rides are the end all be all, but because as much great as the interactive stuff is, that still leaves people in
the idea is to make that queue so big that it does consume that many people.
I hope so, because the interactive stuff sounds great, but that doesn't actually take people out of the walkways.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It leaves people in the walkways at the store.
Well, but the walkways are in that building, though, aren't they?
I'm talking about the rest of the whole land. Remember all the interactive stuff in the land?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You were saying?
Sorry, I went on the whole...
Uber?
Oh, my Uber driver knew about e-tickets this morning. Like, he had the most random Disney knowledge. Because he's like, oh, you guys are going to Disneyland? And then he's asking us about the plaid.
You got your... Oh, yeah?
And we were kind of like, yeah. And he's like
hey, only insiders can call them plaids, okay?
No, he was like, I think that's a great idea. $2,400 for 10 pizza hours.
Well,
like,
he didn't call him a plaid. He said you get like a guy.
Got it, okay.
An escort, whatever. And then
Still, though.
Yeah, we were like, I mean, yeah, that's an option. Like, people do that. And then he's like, yeah, how about them e-tickets, huh? And I'm like, what? You have the most random Disney knowledge, sir.
Did he tell you that the booth don't go back?
Like, seriously? You guys ever know? Turn around, win it. It's like, this week, did you watch
Doesn't Dumbo look great, you guys? I love how Dumbo looks now.
Are you excited for Clue?
The movie? I am, yeah. I'm a big softie like that. pulled over for a minute, so let's take a look at Fantasyland while we hang out. I feel like I want to pan the camera, but you don't have to. Just look all around you, Fresh Bake. Or at me. What's up, guys? Let me know if you see them break up. They're having a conversation with a friend. You're kicking these? Oh, I get it. I didn't understand her shirt for a minute. Give you guys a little glimpse into the queue space here at Storybook Land while we wait for our turn. Just check this out. It's difficult to convey with the regular camera, so that's why I want to do that. But anyway, stand by, Fresh Bake. We'll be back in just a minute when we're on board our canal boat.
And watch those! Hands, arms, and fingers along the dock.
We've got a special treat for you guys. This is our favorite Storybook Land
Skipper.
Skipper.
Land now. My name's Elijah, and I'll be your captain and your storyteller aboard the Cinderella. For your safety, please maintain it at all times. Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please supervise all children and children at heart to ensure they don't have an unexpected break under the sea. And don't touch the duck. Stay right. Most people at Storybook Land believe pieces of a boat. But if you want to go on first, then you're going to need a little bit of patience. But for us, we're going to go through the jaws of Monstro the Whale. The same whale that aids Geppetto and Pinocchio on their journey. But do not worry. Now it looks like we are being swallowed whole. It's entering the belly of the beast. We are actually being transported into a wonderful and magical place called Storybook Land. As we begin our tale, we'll soon be passing by the house of the big bad wolf who will be to our left. As you will see, he'll have a knife in his table and a meat grinder because he's always after those three little pigs. But luckily for the pigs, they live across the river to our right in a house of straw, a house of sticks, and a house of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. As we make our turn around the river bend, we'll be passing by a quaint little English town where Alice lives. On one golden afternoon, little Alice followed the white rabbit into the rabbit hole to our left and fell down into Wonderland, where things became curiouser and curiouser. Many places inspire tales in Storybook Land, like London Park to our right, where Peter Pan and Sean, Mindy, and Michael Darling, with the help of Tinkerbell's pixie dust, made their way to Neverland, where they would never have to grow up. And there's also the tale of the ugly duckling, but I don't remember her being that big or having that many friends in London Park. And ahead is the kingdom of Agrabah, where a street rat named Aladdin and a princess named Jasmine first met in the marketplace, and he stole her heart. With the power of true love. And the Purple Genie, they were eventually married, and now live in the Sultan's palace. Love blossoms and blooms in Storybook Land, like the roses and the arteries of our hearts. The same arteries that Aladdin and Jasmine over, under and sideways on their magic continuity to a wholesome secret world. Of course, where there is love and light in fairy tales, there is also darkness and mystery, like the Cave of Wonders. Inside lies a cursed treasure that can only be lifted by the genie of the lamp. It is said if you rub the lamp and free the genie, he will grant you 3 wishes. What should we wish for? Snow White wished for safety when she fled from the evil queen. And in the cottage to our right, she met 7 dwarves who gave her that safety. If you listen carefully, you can hear the whistle while they work. Meanwhile, Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but her stepmother forbade it. Luckily, Cinderella's fairy godmother granted the wish, but at the stroke of midnight, the carriage turned back into a pumpkin. Where magic has its limits, love does not. And now, Cinderella and her prince live in the castle atop the hill. Inspired dreams and Storybook Land. Dreams of babies sleeping atop a bed of quilted flowers, like the one to our left. This patchwork quilt of flowers was inspired by the 1933 Sydney Symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. Tinkerbell, with her magic, made sure the flowers would never grow up like the Lost Boys of Neverland. This magic made it one of the favorite visiting places of master storyteller Walt Disney, and continues to inspire great and wondrous tales. Such as the tale of The Wind in the Willows with Mr. Toad. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I need to introduce you to a mole. A modest little mole by the name of Mr. Mole, who lives to the left of the bank of the river. He is the neighbor of Mr. James Thaddeus Toad of Toad Hall. But if you're hoping to meet Mr. Toad in his mansion, he is not in at the moment. He's on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. And there's the kingdom of Arendelle with its castle on the bay, a ship at anchor, and Elsa's ice castle in the mountain tops. There, sisters Elsa and Anna learned of something far more powerful than Elsa's magic, the power of love. And to our right in an alpine village is where Geppetto lives. In his woodcarving shop, he wished for his puppet Pinocchio to become a real boy. After being rescued from the jaws of Monstro the whale, the Blue Fairy granted him that wish. And just like Geppetto's wish, wishes allow for the impossible to happen, like allowing a little mermaid named Ariel to leave her life under the sea and meet Prince Eric in the castle to our right. Here, Ariel was married and her story ended. But Ariel's tale began in the underwater city of Atlantica to our left, where the waters of Storybook Land flow into the bay. And like Ariel's tale, our journey has to end with a happily ever after. I want to thank you all for joining me on this lovely voyage. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping the hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat. We don't need another Captain Hook. Once it's safe to do so, I will tell you when to stand up and to make your way out onto the dock. Though your tale in Storybook Land is coming to an end, the rest of your story shall continue. And I wish for all of you to have a wonderful and magical time here at Disneyland. Thank you very much, my lords and my ladies.